In the 1930s, during the Depression in Britain, there was a real growth in the popularity of sports and entertainment. And it was a form of escapism for a lot of people due to the harsh conditions that we've discussed in the other tutorials. This all really combined to a real desire to escape from the drudgery of daily life. And there were several ways that people did this. The first one was to listen to the radio. The first radio became available in 1922. It was also known as the wireless. And it was very affordable. It was very cheap to buy a radio. The BBC was established in 1926, the British Broadcasting Corporation. They would provide a mixture of news and entertainment, very similar to what they do today. You would listen to plays, you would listen to the news, you would listen to poems, stories, and whatever it may be, music as well, obviously, would be played on the BBC. By 1939, there were in fact 75% of British families who owned a radio. 75% of British families owned their own radio set. The real competition for radio during this period of time came from cinema. Again, this is about escapism. It only cost 2p a ticket on average to go to the cinema. Now you could compare that to the average wage, which was £3. So you know it was affordable, the 2p ticket. And film stars such as Clark Gable and Greta Garbo were very, very famous during this period. Very glamorous, almost portraying the lifestyle that many people wanted but knew they couldn't actually attain. And again, by 1939, 23 million tickets were being sold every single week to go to the cinema. 23 million tickets a week were being sold, which is a huge figure. Coupled with that, you've got sports like football, boxing and rugby, league and union, which are very, very popular, especially in Wales. Rugby league and boxing and rugby union, sorry. With regard to the boxing, the very, very famous gentleman was Tommy Farr, who was a Welsh boxer who actually fought against the Cinderella Man. If you have seen the film Cinderella Man, he actually had a fight against the Cinderella Man. He also had a fight against Joe Louis, who was the world champion at that time, a black American boxer. And he had a very famous fight against him where he basically dominated the match, but lost on points at the end. And he was known as an incredible boxer. He was also worked on a fairground, I think, when he was younger. He was from Tonypandy in Wales, and he went on to nearly become the world champion and a very, very successful boxer in his own right. But even towards the end, he didn't have any money himself. But due to the popularity of these sports, it gave people an escape, and also going to the dogs as well and betting on horses. They were two other pastimes of people. Saying all of this is not to say that that it took away from the problems people were experiencing, because it didn't. But what it did is it did give people an affordable escapism. You think about these things, they are affordable to your average person, whereas maybe pre-World War One they wouldn't have been.